Hike with me to the top of Cadillac. I'm on the Cadillac South Ridge Trail. It's 3.5 miles from Route 3 to the top of Cadillac. And then I might, depending on what time it is, go down the North Ridge, which is 2.2 miles to the Park Loop Road, and then go back up and then come down the South Ridge where my car is. So there's a little bit of snow at lower elevations, but not much on the trail. So I wore my trail runners. I brought my boots, but I decided against that. The boards that I just crossed is something to keep in mind, particularly sunrise and sunset hikes. There are 4 sets of bog boards. That's how I gauge how close I am to getting back to the trailhead. There's deer tracks or something right there. But this is like, we got a snow squall yesterday. It's like little balls of snow. So I took my jacket off. I honestly don't know why I started with my jacket on. I have on a different underlayer, which is heavier, and my pants underlayer is heavier too. But anyway, yeah, so I'm getting warm. Still have 2.5 miles to the top. So far the trail is wet. Like, there's a little bit of ice, you have to be careful, especially when things are in the shade. Sometimes the worst part of this time of year is knowing what's water and what's ice. No cars can drive up to Cadillac, so the only way to get up there now is to hike. So it's really nice this time of year because you don't have to worry about cars being up there. It's like the people that hike in New Hampshire and they get really excited when the road to Mount Washington closes. So it should be nice up there today. And the road will be closed until April 15th, roughly. I think that's the opening date. But the park is still open. Like, the entire park is open. It's just that a good portion of the Park Loop Road is open, but there are like many other parking lots. And the stuff that is along the Park Loop Road, you can still get to it. You just need to get a little bit more creative on how you get there. But it's a nice time of year, honestly. So just something to think about if you hike here in colder weather, that places where the sun is really hitting the trail, then things will be drier. I mean, it's kind of common sense, I guess, but you don't realize it until you're out here. So I had a pretty dry stretch of trail for a while, but now, and it's not even a lot of snow and ice, but it's just like this annoying. You don't know if there's ice underneath any of this, because this is all in the shade. So, but then up there, the trail goes up there, looks pretty dry. So that's Cadillac. Then go up this ridge, and then you follow the top of the mountain to, I don't know if you can see it, there's like a fire tower over there. Or actually a communications tower. Now I always slip on like every trail. Well, I just slipped. I wasn't filming, but I slipped here. So you could see it was snow, but it's actually a sheet of ice. But then this is like dry rock. So I don't really want to put my spikes on because you don't really need them. It's like you don't really need them, but you kind of need them. I don't know. And I feel like you end up destroying your spikes in weather like this. It's a pain this time of year. So I'm getting to the feather bed. Pretty quiet there right now. In the summertime you can hear the bullfrogs. Sometimes there's birds. This is the feather bed. It's a beautiful day though. Sun is out, some clouds. Half a mile to go. If you've hiked Cadillac before, let me know in the comments what your favorite trail is to go up. I love the west face because it's steep. It's really hard. And I like to just test myself and see if it gets any easier every time I go up there, but it doesn't usually. So tell me what your favorite trail up Cadillac is, or if there's one that you haven't done yet but you want to do it next time. I'm curious to know. At this one section of the South Ridge, which is, you actually like kind of go down and then you go back up, but this doesn't get a lot of sun this time of year, so it's a sheet of ice even now, and you can see, so I went down that without an issue, without any spikes. But then this is pretty much where I'm at now, and it goes all the way down. It's like a slip and slide right now. I'm gonna put my spikes on. Yeah, okay, yeah, definitely glad that I put these on. I'll probably be taking them off in a few minutes, but I definitely didn't want to fall there. That spot is always icy when it gets cold out. So, not fun. Okay. Well, I might be able to move a little quicker too, now that I'm in these, because this is taking me forever. Okay, I'm on Cadillac. It's like a little mini winter wonderland up here. Hooray! So pretty. I came in search of winter and I found the beginnings of winter. Cadillac. Now I'm walking, there's like this gravel path that takes you to the parking lot. So I'm walking that, and I'm glad that I put on my spikes because I don't know if you can hear the crunching, but I'm definitely walking on ice like underneath me. So I feel like I have better grip and I can just walk faster now. Yeah, so we'll go over to the parking lot. No cars up here. And everything's closed. The gift shop is closed. The restrooms are closed. Yeah, so and actually it's definitely a little bit cooler up here than even when I was hiking up on the ridge, but it's not that bad. I'll probably go down the North Ridge a little bit. I'm not sure because early sunset. Got ice. So this is normally the parking lot, even when all this snow is right now. Cars can park here usually. So nice. Parking lot summit. I have it to myself. It's a little chilly up here on this side. The wind's coming out of the north. I'll probably put my coat on, but yeah, so there's nobody here. So I'm gonna go down the North Ridge a little, but I don't think I'm gonna go the full length because it took me a little while to get up here. Ooh, I got cold quick. So it's flurrying. It's very light, but it's definitely flurrying. So the North Ridge right now has way more snow and ice than the South Ridge. I'm glad I kept my spikes on. Otherwise I would just be putting them back on. But I like this because it's actually better because you can move quicker. You just leave your spikes on and forget it. It's not enough for snowshoes. And it's definitely ice underneath the snow. But yeah, way more snow over here. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm not sure how far down I came on the North Ridge, but I think I'm gonna turn around and go back to the South Ridge. It's 1:30. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like no sun over here. The sun is already all the way west. The sun is so far west. So I can definitely feel the temperature changing on this side because there's no sun. But like this is the trail. So going down here is just like a sheer, it's like an ice luge right now. This will be the third season with these same spikes, but you can actually sharpen them. But I didn't sharpen them yet because I didn't think that we were gonna have this much ice. But yeah, so I have to go home and sharpen them. And also my poles, I still have the rubber end on them from like this fall, but I have these other ends that I can put on my poles that will like help kind of like break through ice. So even my poles right now are just like sliding everywhere. The North Ridge is definitely gets less sun, so you should be prepared with spikes. Back at the Cadillac Summit Road. So I'm gonna walk the road a little. There's like a side trail. You go to the Blue Hill lot, which is the western lot. If you walk towards that, there's a short little path. And this way I'll kind of like avoid the icy section where I had to put my spikes on. You go like down and then you go back up. I still have my spikes on right now on the road, but after this, I can even feel it. It's not really icy right now. But so, yeah, I'm gonna walk this part of the road, and it's 2 o'clock. I started around 10. I haven't literally seen nobody today. No park ranger, nothing. So, it's been a great day, honestly. And I'm so happy that the North Ridge had like more snow than the South Ridge. I should have known that. I figured that it would be more, but it was like, the ice on the trees was so pretty. And there's still some snow left on the pines. So, it's really nice. So I did a little bit of the North Ridge, but come back and do that another day. I reconnected with the South Ridge. I just gotta take my spikes off now. That was fun. The North Ridge is like a mini winter wonderland. I liked it over there. But I like the length of the South Ridge. Okay. So now, put these on my bag. It's like 2:10. Sun goes down in an hour and 45 minutes. Eek! So I saw 2 people just before. They were actually going up on the way down. So I didn't get away with no people today, but I'll settle for 2 people. That's fine with me. But honestly, the North Ridge was so fun just because there's so much snow. Such a difference, the South Ridge to the North Ridge in the winter. But yeah, the North Ridge was a lot of fun. So if you're enjoying the video, subscribe to our channel. There's going to be so much more content from Acadia. This is my home park, so I'm here all the time. I use this park as my training ground for other things. So yeah, totally, if you love Acadia or if you're going to visit Acadia, subscribe. I'm less than a mile from my car, and back on the South Ridge. A lot of the ice on the South Ridge melted this afternoon while I was up on top of Cadillac and on the North Ridge. So yeah, so I'm not sure what my next video is going to be. I have some footage of a presidential traverse in New Hampshire that I need to edit, and I also have some footage of some like easier hikes in Acadia. But yeah, so I'd be curious, like, my followers. I know I don't have that many of you right now, but if you're watching, what is something that you would be interested in, either like another hike in Acadia, something more difficult in Acadia as long as the season permits, or easy hikes in Acadia, yeah, or the presidential traverse in New Hampshire. I don't have any like trips planned right now, other trips, but if it's like Maine, New Hampshire, I can do that. Okay. Made it back to my car like less than 20 minutes before the sun goes down. So that was really fun. Such a good day. Thanks for watching.